How to get Netflix on your Nintendo Switch. Netflix is without doubt one of the hottest video streaming providers. With such an excessive demand for streaming providers on online game consoles, it looks like a no-brainer that Netflix ought to be on the swap. As of proper now, the Netflix app will not be obtainable on the Swap eStore. However, there's a method you'll get Netflix in your swap till it's formally obtainable for obtain within the eStore. Netflix was obtainable within the eStore on earlier Nintendo consoles previously. A Nintendo app was obtainable on the Wii console till January 2019, when it was suspended. It was nonetheless obtainable on the Wii U, and the new Nintendo 3DS, and 3DS XL, Nintendo 2DS, and Nintendo 3DS, and 3DS XL. Handheld consoles still only in the near past. Now Netflix is not obtainable on any Nintendo console. Are you able to obtain and watch Netflix on Nintendo Swap? Properly, it relies upon: when you're in search of a simple solution to stream all the very best content material from Netflix in your swap, you gain at Discover One. Proper now, you need to be a bit extra concerned and tech-savvy to get Netflix working in your swap. Is Netflix obtainable to obtain on the Swap eStore? Netflix is at present not obtainable to obtain on the Nintendo Swap eStore. Nintendo has acknowledged earlier that their primary precedence was their video games. Video streaming providers took the again burner and, 3 years later, Netflix nonetheless hasn't made its solution to the Swap console. You possibly can't even watch Netflix by the hidden built-in net browser. However, that doesn't imply all hope is misplaced. There are tens of millions of customers who get pleasure from Netflix on the Swap, however they've needed to take the again roads to have the ability to stream from Netflix. Tips on how to get Netflix on the Swap. So as to stream content material from Netflix in your swap, you'll want to put an Android OS in your swap. Doing this comes with just a few dangers, so be certain you already know what you're doing earlier than you do it. As this isn't formally supported by Nintendo, we're not essentially recommending you do that, however simply informing you on find out how to do it should you so select. XDA builders have efficiently provided you with a system that enables swap customers to ensure apps on their consoles. You possibly can learn their discussion board here that offers you tons of useful info on what it means to put an Android OS in your system and the potential dangers concerned. Then, you possibly can comply with XDA's information here. This information gives you in-depth directions on find out how to set up Android OS in your swap. Be sure you learn all the pieces on each boards earlier than you begin putting in something in your swap. As soon as all the pieces is put in, your swap will basically run like an Android pill. So you possibly can obtain the Netflix app, and others like Spotify and Twitch, immediately by the Google Play app retailer. And once more, keep in mind that there are dangers concerned in doing this. Your swap's battery life might endure and Joy-Cons gain not be appropriate with each software as properly. That being stated, tens of millions of customers have applied this technique from XDA builders and had nice outcomes. What streaming providers can be found on the Nintendo Swap eStore? Although you possibly can't simply stream Netflix on the swap, there are different streaming providers obtainable. Proper now, you possibly can obtain the YouTube app from the eStore and stream free or paid content material. Then, Hulu can be obtainable to obtain from the eStore. You have to have a paid subscription with a view to stream from Hulu.